monna ho tla o tlo sheba o tshetsa tlhodisano e ya rona di Phillies game bona monna se o nentse ba se shebile ene le tsona di cream di menye bo wa ka tsheko tse ba le palama ba itsela yona sauce monna ntwe re rata o bone hape bile di Phillies monna di ne di trenda le kwa go Twitter monna se sa bontsha hore batho ba bangata ba ne ba shebeletse tlhodisano e ya rona ya di Phillies game. Hashtag Diabua Kofili.
Welcome you back to this exciting part of the conversation on the Gussie Games Show, where we're going to be talking about the role and the impact of scouts. As mentioned earlier on, they're coming in far and wide from right across the globe. And tonight we've got two special scouts that join us. Abasuka Emelika. Yay! Guys, international, ne? First up, great pleasure to welcome Sabelo Hlongwane, who is the head coach of the Southwest Baptist University. Sabelo, so wonderful to have you with us.
No, thank you. I'm glad to be here. Appreciate the invitation for sure.
Yeah, and of course, Sabelo Kaambietwa, he is alongside Jacob Rutledge, who is the co-founder of LUFOYSPORTS and also assistant coach of Chicago House. Jacob, you traveled so far to be here with us. Such an absolute pleasure to have you.
Thank you so much. I'm looking forward to being on the show some more here.
Now, tell us exactly what it is that you guys do, traveling so far and wide, to participate and I think just to come and experience what Gussie football is all about.
Well, on my end, we have two different focuses right now. I've come in on the university side as a college coach. I've had my first season at Southwest Baptist, transitioning to a second season starting in August. So I'm spending this time scouting, recruiting players, trying to fix my team, make it better than last season for sure. So, yeah.
So it's actually for your own particular teams that you're looking for that unearthed talent?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah, for the Gussie flavor.
Yes, you need jailer fire.
Just
don't
something.
Fuck things up. And Jacob, for you, why the interest in South Africa? I mean, outside your long-standing relationship and working partnership with the Sabelo, but what is it about South African football that attracts you?
I think it's more the skill that we have here at a youth base and at a local level. We don't have that a lot in the States. The kids don't play like they do here. They don't just go outside and play. They have iPads, things like that, like crazy. And so the focus here is a little bit more on the individual early on, and we like that. I like seeing that because later on, I think it really can make for some good football players as they grow.
Yeah, and I mean, Coach Serve, that is the space. That's why we've got these two humongous trophies here. That's a space that you operate in, right?
Yeah.
And do you see, some of the players, particularly in your team at MFDN, potentially be part of that pipeline?
Yeah, most definitely. I was happy when just after our under 15 played, and then they came to me, they said, you know what, Coach, we like the number 10, Umusawe Nkosi Njemla from Orlando, to say he's quite a good player. And then the bonus, when I spoke to them, I said, he's also good at school. You can understand when you have such scouts that are coming from, the international global market, then the boys need to be well, academically.
Yeah.
They can play ball, but good academically. And then I was very much happy when they say so. And then I see some of my boys and also other boys, from other different teams that played in the Phillies games and also other tournaments, making it throughout the States and other countries out there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's quite a valid point, trying to make sure that they also fit into the academic setup in the States. And how has that transition been for you in terms of, identifying? Do you think it's quite a nice slot in, or there's still a bit of work to make sure that they're also able to be holistic athletes?
No, to be honest, there's a lot of work. I say that with an enthusiastic energy, though, because it's just a piece that's missing. It's not to say there's a lot to do from ground up. For me, for example, when I first got to America playing in college, because I played there as well, my struggle was the balance of sports and academics. For us as a South African youth, at least my generation, that was not something we were taught to believe in, trust that it exists. As they say,
it's either or.
Yeah, it's either or, right? If you're a good player, you're probably not good at school.
Yeah.
If you're good at school, you see what I'm saying? So it's those things. But with LUFOYSPORTS, which is what we work on together, we tried to introduce the value of academics and sports as a balance.
Love
You know,
it.
because that's
Yeah.
how they have it in the States. If you average below 2.0, you can't participate, which
Sure.
is a grade point average. You can't participate in sports. So it entices that player. Like if you really love football, you know, you get to that point where you're like, I will do anything for
Yeah.
the sport,
Yes,
including
yes.
reading a book.
I love it.
Yeah.
And we're always
Yeah.
talking about, you know, building these holistic athletes and making sure that, you know, they are able to also
Yes.
excel academically.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Now, Jacob, you must have been blown away by the crowd, the spectators, the fans that
Always.
were at Tembisa. I mean, what did that feel like for somebody who wasn't physically there?
So much energy from the crowd. Yeah, it's amazing. That kind of culture doesn't really happen for our youth in the States that way.
Yeah.
It's even at the highest of levels. Our MLS clubs, things like that, they have a MLS Next, and they don't even draw crowds like that.
Yeah.
So I thought it was amazing.
And I think just the close proximity to the stadium as well, it kind of
Even
like
better.
builds the whole vibe, you
Yes.
know?
Yeah, it absolutely plays out.
for
that way.
sure.
Yeah, no, I like it. And also with Coach Jacob dealing out with the under, you know, the smaller Yana boys, under 6 and 7. You know, I wanted to ask at what age one it's best maybe at going to an international market. You know, maybe age 9, 6. What? Because I've got a 9-year-old that was playing in my under 13. He was exceptional.
Yes.
Maybe you might have a look at him.
Absolutely.
What
Have a
age?
look at it.
Yeah.
But a young age,
Listen.
of course, yeah.
Yeah.
This is our self-appointed chief marketing officer.
Oh, number one.
He doesn't need a sales pitch. He will just tell you straight up.
Yeah. At what age? 6, 7, 8?
For the international level, I work with kids starting at 2 to 3 years old even.
Wow.
To start developing players.
Okay.
And those are programs that are happening in the States that we're helping run. But I would say at the international market, I mean, if you're getting to 15 years old, it's time. Even before that, a couple of years. Even.
Sure.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
brilliant.
Yeah.
Now, James, tell us about, you know, Capelli Sports and the interest in investing in South African sports and I think particularly youth football.
Yeah. Yes.
And what are some of those plans and, you know, aspirations that Capelli Sports has?
No, so we've been in talks with them because they're an American brand and we've seen how they've branched out into the youth sports there. And we approached them to come into South Africa alongside LUFOYSPORTS to help develop the football here. Because the issue here that we also see is on the women's side, right? They did great in the AFCON, which is, you know, great for the country and, you know, big up to them. Lots of respect. However, the development on the women's side is, you know, subpar. And in America, the American women's team is known as one of, if not the best national team ever. Their setup is good for women there. So what we are trying to do with Capelli is to host ID camps, identification camps, where we can give people opportunities to go and study over in America on a scholarship, whether for me or many other coaches, because Jacob and I have a large network within the States of coaches, clubs, semi-pro teams. So even during breaks from university, you can play in the summer league, which is the semi-pro league, where you can have an opportunity to be scouted for the next level. So everything we've done in Lufoy has just needed the support of Capelli, which now we have. So within the next few months to years, we're definitely looking to cause a lot of positive impact into the country.
Absolutely. And I mean, Jacob, you want to add and elaborate perhaps on that and what more we can expect from Capelli Sports?
Hopefully we'll be coming back with a pretty big event in the winter months, June, July, and then make it an annual event, maybe twice annually, looking for players all over the country.
Target age group, maybe you'll be looking at plus minus.
What would you say?
I would say 17, 18, grade 11 and 12. But grade 10s are more than welcome. I do think 8s and 9s should attend to watch so they can see what the experience is like and, you know, aspire to be part of the experience. And that's why we want to do it every year so, you know, nobody's left out. But more so, we want to get to the World Cup as a country again. You know? we have.
Don't even go there.
Listen, watching this World Cup, we're supporting Brazil. No.
It's not the way to, especially given the talent that we have.
Yeah.
But gents, really, I think it's a great job that you both are doing and also investing in South Africa, and cannot wait to see what more you get to do in your respective capacities. So thank you very much. But we're not going to let you guys off lightly because we know you are here to work. And we're going to give you guys a few minutes, a few questions as part of our quiz, I beg your pardon, as part of the Monati time, just to check if you're really on vacation or if you really came to
Sounds good.
And unfortunately, co-served cannot participate, but you may use him as a caller friend if in need.
Okay, he's a friend. I'll call him.
5 short questions about Phillies games. Are you guys ready? Okay, so question number 1. In the final of the 2022 Phillies games, what penalty system was used?
Oh, I know the answer. I think I do.
Yes, Sabelo?
If I'm not mistaken, they said it was an A, B, B, A, A.
But pronunciation, name,
Right?
what is the name?
Oh, I don't know the name.
Okay, the answer is ABBA system. We're going to give you half a point for that.
I kind of said it, though.
You did. You say ABBA. Okay. What is the final score in the final between Tembisa and One Lion Football Club?
I remember it. I'm giving you a chance.
Nah, because I don't. It was
Jacob, were you really here?
It was the PKs. You know?
What was penalty? I'm trying to think.
It's PKs, but
1-1 or 0-0? 1-1 or 0-0?
Guys.
It wasn't.
There's no way.
I remember the penalty. Okay, I will say.
Call a friend, Kaloku. Call a friend.
Call a friend.
Okay. It was 0-0.
0-0.
And it went to penalties.
Yeah.
Remember the penalties? What penalties?
7, 6.
7, 6, 8, 7. Okay, let's go.
5-4. Okay, next question, guys.
Yes.
Next question. Who was the top goal scorer in this season's Phillies games?
I'm gonna call
I'll give you a clue, Gamo. Surname? Are you calling a friend?
I'm calling a friend.
Okay, Masanabo, thank you. And the next question is, who's the former Kaizer Chiefs player that also participated for the One Lions team? This is for Jacob, but you can call a friend. I'm going to be fair.
I have to call a friend. I honestly don't know.
Kaizer Chiefs. No, also I don't know. I don't know.
The friend.
Okay, I'll give you guys the answer. It was Upapim Gombe Zulu, but I'm going to help you guys out. But James, thank you so much. It was absolutely brilliant to have you with us, and looking forward to having you guys visit us again in South Africa. So really, it's been an outstanding. But to our viewers at home as well, thank you so much for tuning in to the Kasi Games Show. Do make sure to catch us again next Monday for more Munati, more Kasi flavor. But for now, good night and shap shap.